Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Excel Basics. What is Excel Basics? We could say that Excel Basics is entering of data without formatting. Then later on, when you start formatting, you can say you are moving from basic to advanced. So in this sheet, we have some data for document management. But before we start editing the data, we would like to learn what are these what are all these tabs, so we will be able to understand what is the Excel basics. So we're gonna look at one by one. So the first one here is the file. You can see I click on it. The file, we can say that is the main tab where you can control everything. If you need settings for the Excel sheet, all the settings, you can get them here. If you want to see the information of the document, when you click the file, you come here, we have the info, and you will be able to see the title, everything. If you want to lock the document, you can still lock it here, but there is also another way to do that. So here in file, we have home. Here in home, you can see how you can open another document while the Excel file is open. If you want to create new, you just click here. If you want to open a different document, you can click here where my cursor is, my arrow is written open. This is for information, this is for saving. And if you want to open this document, save it with a different name, you say save as. So you will have two documents with different names, but they have the same information, but you can edit the new document. We have here for printing, you can click. First of all, it will take you to print preview. Then you can edit some information here before you print. So we will be looking at this later. You can click share. If you are using, like mine is Excel 2016, you can export the Excel file as a PDF, XPS document, like that, etc. So the file mostly deals with settings, let's say, and the next tab is for insert. So here we can say that this is for inserting. If you want to make this table a pivot table, we click the insert and you choose pivot table. You can also insert picture, you can also insert shapes. If you click this arrow, you will be able to choose from a very big range of shapes. You can click and edit it, any shape. We will come to that later. You can click smart art also. You can insert like word art. You can also screenshot your file here. This is using the mouse, but the shortcut is Windows Shift S. You will make a screenshot of your screen. While also on the insert, you can get add-ins. Add-ins are used also like to control the Excel file. Like now, this Excel 2016 does not have the XLOOKUP function, but there's an add-in. XLOOKUP function is only with people currently is only under Office 365, but you can add it here. Like in my file, I added it here using this add-in. These are a few steps when you click the get add-in or my add-ins that you have to do so as to install. You can also create charts from insert, all this 3D maps. You can insert line, column, all this. You can, when using pivot table, you can insert slicers, timeline. You can also insert a link or a hyperlink, or you can make any cell here to be a link. You can insert a word text box from here. You can insert an equation or a symbol. So all these are for inserting. So the next tab is for home. This is the most used tab, or this is the basic tab we can say when working with Excel. Here you can cut. If I want to cut this cell, I just click cut, and if I click enter, then I click somewhere else and I say paste, Control V, and it will paste there. So you can also click, you can also say copy. First you click the cell, then you say copy, and you click another cell, you say paste here, and it will be pasted. To get out of that, click the escape button or just click enter. In the formatting here, we can give color to this cell. We can click here and choose this color or any other color that we want. Let's choose red, like that. We can fill up this cell with color, let's say yellow, or any other color that we want. As you can see, we can change the borders here in the format. As you can see, the font, we can change borders. We can click more borders, and then while on more borders, we can choose, let's say I want to use double line, outline, and inside. This is only outline. Then I click OK. Then you see this cell has double lines. So this is the font. You can change the border, you can change the size of the text inside. You click here and you increase your number, you choose the number you want, or we can just undo and we increase from here. Continue clicking until it reaches where you want it to. Let's say undo, 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 moving back to how it was. You can choose the font. This is the type of writing style that you want. There are so many choices from here. You can also make this cell bold or not. You can remove bold. You can see. You can make this make the font here italic, like slanted. We can make it again bold. We can underline it also from here, etc, etc. So the next one, still in home tab, is the alignment. So as you can see, this cell is aligned its information on the center. We can place it on the left, right, top, bottom, center, middle. So this is how we play with the alignment. Also, we can change this one. Let's say our cell is small, like this, like that one. Now, but we want the whole information that we write in that cell to fit exactly. We can click wrap text. Now you can see we have unwrapped the text, so it's not fitted. So when you click wrap text, it all fits in that cell. We can also increase still in the alignment, we can increase the spacing through these two icons. I can change also how this information is written, right to left or top to bottom. So I will click that cell, click here, and let's say angle clockwise, and you can see how my information changes. So just undo to put it back to how it was. The next one, still here, we can say merge and center. I can click these two, then say merge and center, meaning I want to combine two cells together and remain with the information from the first cell. So let's just undo. And also I may want to, this is combining cells left and right. If I want to combine, if I want to merge cells more than one going downwards, I will highlight, then click this arrow on the merge and center and click merge across. You can see how it works. Let's say let's move back to how the information was before. Yes, it was like that. So still on the same cell here, we go to still on the home tab, number. I can choose what format I want my cell to have: numbers, general, currency, accounting, short date, long date. So these ones we will look at each of them one by one, but this is for formatting. Let's say I want this cell to be, I want to show that this is money I'm counting on this cell. So if I click the dollar sign, it will change into money format. You can see I can also choose not to click from the top. I right click and say format cells. Then I come here on number and I choose, let's say I want this to be time, and I choose this one, or this one. So let me choose this one and say okay. You can see how it changes. So let's put it back to how it was. They were just numbers. So that's for formatting the cell numbers. So home, basically the home tab basically plays with formatting the information in that cell. You can format it in whichever way you want for smart presentation. So the next one still on home tab is the styles. So this is a bit advanced. This is for conditional formatting. Conditional formatting means I want this cell to get a certain format as per the information in it, or as per the information in another cell. So I can say that if this cell is empty, then this cell should be empty. So, or if this cell has information, that information should be in red color. If it doesn't have, then the cell should remain filled or unfilled. So it's a bit advanced, and we will have a look at it. And also there's a video for that in my channel. As you scroll, you will find it. The next one on this cell still on home tab, that's for formatting. We have the cells. If you want to insert, delete, format cells, format the row, you can use this here. The next one is for editing, still on home tab. You can use this for inserting formulas. While still we have a tab for formulas, but we'll come to it later. But still on home tab, you can use this for inserting formulas. You can use this for flash fill, right, left, up. You can clear using here editing. You can filter the data. Let's filter the headers. Then filter, click filter. You can see that now our data has some arrows for filtering, and there is a hand-like icon appearing whenever we move our mouse. Also, we can find and select, say find. Yeah, let's find the Word document. Click enter. You can see it is taking us to that cell where there is information. So to check that, you will come to this. You can see where my cursor is. So the moment you click enter, that cell with information will be referenced here. So click find next. You see the cell is being referenced in that area. Just say close. So the next tab is page layout. This one is most important when you are printing. So now this data or this page is in landscape. So if we want to make it portrait, we will click here orientation and choose portrait. If we want to increase or decrease margin, we will click here, choose the margin or click custom margins and set our margins to whichever level that we want to. We can also use colors for the information. The font we can also change here, so this basically this page setup is for printing. You can see also here on scale to fit, If you are working with many pages, you will edit how you want your pages to look like, what size of pages you want, at which row or at which area should your page end or print. So if you are working with many pages in one file, you will edit everything from here. You can also use this page layout. You can view headings, you can hide. See, there's no reference for rows or columns here. So if we again click the view headings, we can see we can also remove the grid still from here. So this will also play with the file itself. You can bring forward, send backward, etc, etc. The next tab is the formulas. So this is for advanced. Let's say this is for advanced Excel work. So here you will see or check all the formulas you want to use or you can use. If you know how to use them, you can get them from here. You can also get the explanation from this tab. So this tab deals with formulas. So once we reach to the advanced level, we will come and learn about more about this tab. Sorry. So this tab carries all about formulas. When you want to show where formulas are, you just click show formulas. When you want to do error checking for formulas, you just come here. So this is just for formulas. Also, there is this one section for defined names. Mostly we may not, even when without using formula, you may use this file for this area for defining names. We will come to that at a later session. So this formula tab, let's say this is for advanced Excel. The next one is for the data. For the data tab also has a lot of advanced things. Like here we have the query things, the Power Query. Power Query is a data management new way or system within Excel. So this one reduces or combines or consolidates data in Excel. When even using formulas, you can still use the Power Query here for this area of get and transform. Also here in connection, it is also for Power Query things. But here you can see we clicked here and we say filter or unfilter. So this is for basic. So if we want to remove the filters, we just click highlight all the headers and click filter. Then we can click again and say filter. So the next area is for data tools here. So this is for, we can say this is for basic. When you're working with basic data without formulas, you can come here, say flash fill. You can, if you have data in one cell separated with space or columns, and you want each name after every comma or space or full stop to go to a different column, you can use this text to column. So there's an explanation about this in my video in my channel. You will see it if you check my videos. We also have here what if analysis. This is, let's say, also for advanced. Focused sheet also, grouping, ungrouping, and subtotal. This is for pivot tables and advanced Excel. So the next tab is review. So this review tab, this is after you have finished all your work, you want to review what's there. You can say smart lookup. You want to know the meaning of some words. If you click on this cell and say smart lookup, it will try to search what's there, what's the meaning of that title description. So you can see here it will pop up this search section, but currently mine cannot search anything. I'm not logged into internet, so let's just get out of it. So the next one, you want to know about spelling. So this is just review. Same, just like the word goes review, you just review your data from here. You can review if you have protected sheet like that. If you want to protect, you can also come here, protect or unprotect. The next tab is the view tab. Like I said, here in the view tab, our page now is under normal. We can say page break. The page break is much used because it limits printing of unwanted pages, and as you can see now, we can take the line up to where we want to print and omit the rest of the data. Like I have pulled over the blue line, so let me do undo again and move back to another view. Let's say page layout, but page layout cannot work with it, so let's go back to normal, and our data is like it was before. So the next one, still on view, is show. We can say we want to hide the grid lines. You can see now that our file remains in just plain white color. So when we click the grid lines view, they appear again. We can hide the formula bar. We can unhide it or hide it. So the next one is for the macros. Here, still in view tab. Still here in view tab, you can see we have the zoom. You can zoom here the page. You can create new window. You can rearrange the windows. You can freeze panes, like how now I have freezed this first cell. Let me click here and say freeze, unfreeze. You can see the headers are disappearing, but if I want them to stay, I can click there, then say freeze panes, and the headers will not disappear as I scroll. So the other one is for switch windows. This let's say a bit advanced, and we have the macros. This is more advanced. So the next tab is developer tab. This is definitely advanced Excel. This is for, let's say, coding and programming in Excel. So we won't tackle anything about here. All of it. This is for coding, all those things. We go to help. This is, let's say, basic. This is self-explanatory. If you want help, you don't understand something somewhere about Excel, you can ask from here. Contact support, feedback, show training, community, Excel community, suggest a feature, etc., etc. And if you want to find anything within your file, you can click here, tell me what you want. That's what it says, find. It also shows you the recent tabs or the icons you have clicked. So that's the last tab. So join me for the next this is part 1 for basic Excel basic, explaining about tabs. So the next one we will be touching how to format the data in or put data or make data, or how to use Excel now from the start. Join me in the next episode. Click the like button, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Thank you.